Yo, what's good, YouTube? So it's your boy Traders X here. For those that don't know me, I'm gonna be going over one of the trades that I took today. Took this during the London session. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is a trade that I mentioned. So I took this today. So it's June the 5th, 2025. I took a loss on this one. It's only a very small loss, £11.72. This trade was taken at 9:02 UK time. The pair that we traded was gold, and this was taken on a 15-minute time frame. Looking at the 4 hour, we are aware that obviously the 4 hour time frame is bearish. Let's have a bit of an understanding of what happened on the 4 hour. We took our trade during the second part of the 4 hour candle. So as you can see here, price actually came down and we tapped into this zone, and then price action then decided to continue pushing back up, and we failed to break this low. Because we failed to break this low and we tapped into around this resistance area to break and retest, and we pushed up and we continued pushing up for the past 2 hours. So we had the idea that we would be looking for buyers in the market. We still anticipated that price could still drop at this point because we have no bottom wick that was created on a 4 hour candle. So we potentially could have seen price reverse, make that wick, and then continue to the upside, or just continue driving. Let's go on to our entries. So let's look at what happened before we took our trade. So this is what we was looking at when we got to the market. So we had range 2 buys set for above this resistance area. As you can see, price drove straight through. We wasn't looking obviously take that because our resistance would have been so our support would have been way too far away. Price then pulled back, as you can see here, and then we waited for an onion play setup. So what you can see here is this candle opened up, pushed all the way down, and then we closed bullish. So we look at this candle as not a rejection but more of a liquidity candle. So that gave us the indication that price might want to start pushing up at this point. So this is an onion slash celery play. I placed my entry just above the previous candle, placed a stop loss just below the previous candle. We probably could have went with actually tighter stops around here, but just to be safe, we placed them around here, just back inside the range. So our anticipation was to get price to drive all the way back up, and we was looking to take profit around here. This was the idea behind trade. So now let's look at what happened. So this was our trading candle here. This one was our trading candle, and we was anticipating for price to come up here and to basically tap us out, take profit around here. That was going to be our 80% take profit, so it would have been TP1. But what price done is we came all the way up here, price came all the way, and we just missed our take profit before price reversed. When price started reversing, it reversed quite quickly. I removed some of my contracts break even, and then as price was starting to fluctuate, it started to come back into drawdown. Then we was moving up, then we was moving down, and then we was moving up, and then we closed here. And then I was like, this is a bit of a tricky trade. Like, price could continue down. So what I done is I closed another contract, and then I just waited for price to see what he wanted to do. So at this point, price was driving up, but as we got closer and closer to our entry, I was like, no, I'm out of this. So I closed all my contracts, because at this point, with there being no bottom wick at this point, we could have just reversed and price could have come all the way down here, hitting my stop loss before going back up. Like, at the end of the day, this trade did play out in the end, but it was better for me to be safe and to be out of this trade rather than lose my full profits down here. And this was kind of what was on today's agenda. That's how we got in, that's how we got out, and that's how we played. But yeah, continue to tune into the next one. Hopefully I can get these out daily, just depending on my time. If I have more time on my hands, then obviously I'm going to try and do more daily breakdowns of the trades that I take.